Hello and welcome to another update video about GALA. Today, CPI data release. So GALA broke out of the corrective price channel to the upside, which is a first indication that this wave 4 correction may be over. However, this was not a very clear impulse to the upside. We can currently explore the idea that a low is already in here in this wave 4 correction. But bear in mind, today any TA is to be taken with a pinch of salt, because especially on a day like that, where you have a lot of volatility, which we are going to have probably in around an hour, you do expect a lot of these wave formations to be distorted. Maybe we see some invalidations. And it's obviously and oftentimes best to wait until the dust has settled to give an update. But a lot of people ask me, so I want to give you an update about GALA. Basically, we're still in the same scenario that we have been in yesterday as well. As long as we are holding here the 3.41 cent level, which is the 50% Fibonacci retracement level of this third wave, which is again the ideal target range for a wave 4. As long as we are in this area and holding the support down there, as long as that's the case, we can believe and focus on being in some kind of a corrective pattern, which would eventually lead to a wave 5 to the upside, so we can focus on higher. However, if we break below 3.41 cents, then it would certainly challenge this overall scenario that we're going to see another leg up, because if we break down, then it basically destroys the pattern as it is. It would need looking at the wave count again, and then if we don't make one more high, there is an increased risk that this is only an A, B, C structure, and we will make new lows in 5 waves. Therefore, it's so important to get that additional wave up for confirmation that we could have already the bear market low in. That is not confirmed at this stage. We're currently exploring here the development of an impulse. It certainly looks promising. GALA did make a nice move here, but we now need confirmation. The chart now needs to prove that we have really turned around and that this is not only a fake out. At the moment, this looks like an ABC because we only have 3 waves, but we could get a 5th wave, and the strength of it also suggests that we should get a 5th wave. But let's see, eventually it's this level that will determine it, the 3.41 cent level. If we break below this level, there is one more scenario that we could explore. We could then explore that we already have. So basically, if we get this high, we could say that this was a wave 1. But the alternative would be, you always need an alternative, because what happens if we break below 3.41 cents, then we can explore the idea that, but it's a less reliable one because it could easily then be an ABC, that the wave 1 was already in here. Then there is one more chance for the chart to hold support in the region between the, well, probably the 61.8 retracement at 2.88 cents and the 2.23 cent level at the 78.6 retracement. This would be support for a wave 2. If this is a wave 1, this would then be a wave 2. But if we also lose the 2.28 cent level, then we have much certainty, great certainty, that this was only an ABC and we're going to head to new lows maybe in the 1 cent region. Okay, so therefore it's so important to pay particular attention at the moment to these lower level wave counts. Yeah, and obviously we had a bit of an impulsive move up, but it doesn't really look like a 5-wave structure to me. We also didn't make a higher high, even though Bitcoin and Ethereum did that. So it would suggest we are still in this kind of corrective wave pattern. Again, bear in mind today there will be a lot of distortion. So maybe after the CPI data release, it might push the chart into a certain scenario. But hopefully this TA will tell you, if you see certain things happen, which scenario we're in. If we now, and obviously it could be that this ABC is in, yeah, the possibility exists, then we would say, okay, we could explore that this is already a wave 1, this is a 2, and so on. We would move higher. If this is the case, and this will remain possible, and this can be explored further, as long as we're holding the 3.81 cent level. Yeah, because then we have maybe here a micro 1-2 setup. If we drop, currently we're consolidating above the 61.8 retracement, which is good. But if we lose the 61.8 retracement at 3.96 cents, there's a risk we drop down to the 3.81 cent level. And below that, we're probably going to get a new swing low below the C wave. and that means we are still in the correction. The problem that we have then is, yeah, I mean, this could then be an A wave, this could be a B wave, but then the C wave doesn't really have a lot of space. And then if this is not yet the breakout, I would have some concerns that if this is an A wave, this is a B wave, that we're coming down in C, that the C wave needs more space, okay? And that we're gonna break out of this green support box to the downside. So it's really important to look at these micro support levels as well if you're trading this smaller move. Target, if we now move higher, what would be the target for this third wave? Based on the current low, the target would be, the target would be 5.3 cents for the third wave. And then there should be a fourth and a fifth that could take us to around 6.25 cents based on this way of calculating the target. It will certainly be interesting. CPI, will tell us, how the inflation is and what the expectations are. Obviously, expectation is that the inflation is decreasing, or at least the increase in inflation is decreasing. And depending on if the actual numbers sort of match broadly with the market expectation, we could see a bit of a relief rally here, and that could really trigger the fifth wave. Or if we get bad numbers, then it could trigger this breakdown, and then you have the alternative support area as well. That is hopefully useful. Okay, and that's my update about GALA. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.